Hello amigos, ¿cómo están? My name is Dan and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be talking all about Game 3, Chivas versus Querétaro at home, an important game. A game that, several run of fixtures now where, we're playing teams that we should be winning, but we traditionally, recently anyway, slip up against. I mean, if memory serves correctly, last season we lost against these guys. And they've got stronger. I think they've got a couple of decent signings on their on their roster now. So they're a little bit more stronger now, and it's yeah, like I said, they're always a kind of team that we sip up against, similar to Pachuca, similar to Atletico San Luis, who we've got next. Teams that we should be beating, like I said, and we managed to do that. A dominant display at home. We've been very, very good at home this season so far. Should have been 2-0, but it was ended up 2-1, which is fine. A little bit misleading. We absolutely crushed them in this game. Probably most comfortable game we're going to play all season. Hormiga scoring a really good goal again. Some people say it was a tap in the header, whatever, but really good play from Aguirre. Aguirre's been a revelation this season so far. He's been one of the best players. Really good cross into the box, and Hormiga has to be there. And he's always good at being in the right place at the right time and just netting the ball and scoring the goal, which is absolutely what we need him to do. And he's hit the ground running. 2 goals in 3 games now is absolutely brilliant. I think he might have an assist as well. But yeah, he's flying high, starting the season really well, which is awesome. And got himself into the L3 team as well, which is great. And then obviously Piojo getting a really good goal towards, I say the 60th minute to the hour mark, which turned out to be an important goal because we conceded later on, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Really good goal, took it one the first time, I think it was a volley, which was quite cool. Brilliant. I watched this game live, which is awesome. The first game actually this season I've actually watched live because of work and stuff, so I was off for this game, so it was awesome to watch the game. Sunday morning, quite tired because obviously I had the Arsenal game about 4 hours beforehand, but it is what it is. And yeah, it was really good goal. Piojo, like I've always said, has to step up. Had a poor season last season, poor tournament in the Apertura, and he needs to step up a bit more, become, good player for us again. At one point a year ago or two, he was our best player, and he hasn't been that of late. And he needs to step up. He's obviously going to start most of the games, but we do have backup in the wing position and in the wider areas. But he was. I think he took this shot, if I remember rightly, he took the shot in the middle of the park in the number 10 spot. So, really good cross from Richie Ledesma, who again, really good assist, and again, playing really well. Probably the best player in the whole team so far, Richie, which is awesome. Really good assist, Pierre gets the goal. And then, a sloppy error from Talawang. I don't know what happened. He should have saved the ball, should have caught it, but didn't, spilled it right to the path of Coronel, and then, Coronel just lost it into an open net. Really stupid goal to concede, but it was against the run of play. They never looked likely to score. They never looked dangerous on their own. We gifted them a goal, but it is what it is. 3 points at the moment is all we need. That's all we care about. Goal difference can come later on. And yeah, we're still sitting top of the league right now. 9 points, 3 games, 3 wins, which is awesome. Again, we've got San Luis next, and then Club America after that, if I'm not mistaken. We've got a bit of a time off now, to be honest with you. Obviously for the international break, we've got San Luis at the beginning of February, and then obviously Club America on Valentine's Day. So we've got a little bit of a break now. We've got 3 wins, 3 points, or 9 points, should I say? Yeah, the international breaks come at a really difficult time for me. If I'm being brutally honest, I think we could have gone on and played another couple more games. Maybe the San Luis game, and kept that run of form going. But hopefully, our players that are in the national team come back unharmed, and we just go again and get a decent win against San Luis. But we're doing what we need to be doing. That's the main thing. Complete opposite of this time last season. The last tournament, I think we got 3 losses, if I'm not mistaken. We lost a lot of games at the beginning of last season against teams like Querétaro. No disrespect to Querétaro. I like the team. I like the club. They're not a team that I particularly dislike, but we should be beating them every time. And yeah, like, it's another characteristic spill from Talamanco. Like I said, he's a really good goalkeeper for us. Does have the odd mistake in him. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to be totally biased. And this one was an ugly one. This one was the one that's like, oh my god, what are you doing? Could have cost us the game. Could have cost us the 3 points they made. We never looked like we were going to lose this game, but If it had been 1-1 and we were struggling to get a second goal, conceding that goal would have been dumb because it was in the 81st minute. You've got like 9 minutes, 10 minutes to kind of find another goal. So luckily we were in control. We had a goal difference anyway, so we got the win. But that's something Talon needs to work on. Wally doesn't look like he's going to get into the team anytime soon. Dragon, I don't know what's happening with Dragon. I think he's still going. He's gone out alone, isn't he? So. Yeah, Lasiago I don't think is good enough to get into the first team yet, but Telemanco's doing brilliantly well now. He's got a couple of clean sheets already, so I'm not too worried about him. But yeah, like I said, it's something for him to work on, and hopefully he gets some decent minutes from the national team, along with all the other players. 8 players is just crazy. But hopefully, they will come back unharmed. Like I said, I'm really sorry for Efrain Alvarez and Castillo. I didn't really talk about Castillo much in the last video, but Castillo, I think, an outstanding defender. I think, people are saying that he's hugely underrated, and he is. And the centre back position is a bit of a problem area for Mexico. And if he can continue performing for us, I think he should get into the team. But yeah, like I said, brilliant game. Like I said, I can't really talk too much about it. It's just a standard dominating game at home. We're doing really well at home at the moment. Like I said, we've got a couple of really important games coming up. We've got to get a win against San Luis. I'm expecting that now. We'll get to the point now where we're doing brilliantly. Melito's finally clicked. The team's clicking under him. The players, they're getting into the national team. And yes, it's, friendlies, and it's, purely so that Aguirre can look at the backup kind of players to take to the World Cup, but they're still good enough to be in that team, and they've earned that position, all 8 of them, and I would say 10 if we can include Efrain and Castillo next time. So yeah, decent chunk, but again, we don't want any injuries. We want to have all our players. I don't think our players will play that much, to be honest with you. I think they'll get bits parts in both games. So hopefully, without jeopardy. There's no jeopardy in these internationals. There's no decent rivalry here. It's not like we're playing the USA in the cup final, for example. So it should be quite mellow, hopefully, and hopefully they will come back healthy and we just kick on. I'm looking towards that Club America game because at the moment it's an amazing time to play Club America. 1 point, I think, in 3 games, which is absolutely crazy. Or it might be 2 points. I can't remember. I think they've got a loss and two draws. Absolutely crazy. Lost against San Luis. Makes me a little bit worried about San Luis. If they could beat Club America, then maybe they're a decent team, but we'll have to wait and see. But it's a perfect time to play them. Hopefully we get a decent result against San Luis and then go into the Clásico Nacional and get a decent result, hopefully. And then if we could win those 2 games, then I think we're flying, and we could do some really amazing things in this season, and hopefully get to Ligia. And like I always say, anything can happen in Ligia. So that's all I want to talk about, really. It's a really good game. Fantastic game to watch. It was awesome. Hormiga again doing brilliantly. The star of the show at the moment, even though I think Richie Ledesma is our best player at the moment. But Hormiga, you can't ask for more. Just score goals, win us games, and that's what he's doing right now. And he's brilliant. And it's impossible not to be hyped up for this kid. I think he's going to be an absolute star for us. So yeah, anyway guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. There's not really much else to talk about, really. There's no injuries at the moment. There's no controversies or anything like that. So there's nothing really to talk about. So yeah, I'm looking forward to a couple of weeks break now, obviously with Chivas anyway. A couple of Arsenal games to play in the next week. But international break now. Won't be back until the 2nd of February, my time, for the San Luis game. So yeah, enjoy the international break. Hopefully, I'll do a couple of videos if I can on the international break. If Chivas players are playing in those games, I'll talk about them then. So hopefully we'll do a couple of videos this week anyway, in the end of the week, should I say. But yeah, anyway guys, thanks for watching. Have a really good week, and enjoy the win. Enjoy the fact that we're top of the league right now. With the results going our way, we're clear top. We're not sharing it, which is cool. Yeah, what do you think we could do this season? Because I'm starting to get a little bit hopeful, and it's always dangerous with Chivas. They always get your hopes up sometimes. But yeah, anyway guys, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. Like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you very soon. Adios.